Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, the crazy thing is that when I look at New York, and I moved to New York when in 2004 from Jamaica, and all my family there. And you know what's crazy is all of the situations and stuff that I got myself into, despite the situation, it showed me a perspective. You know, you can't know about a situation unless you find yourself inside of it. So I found myself homeless, and I said to myself, you know what's crazy? Some of the things that you see online is not the same thing that you see on the street. And some of the stuff that you see on the street is the same thing that you see online. Because what happened is when you want to live a certain lifestyle, or you want to present a certain image, or when you want to give a certain perception or perspective of how you're moving, you tend to try to move in a way to where, you know, the way how you're living is in life is not the same way how you live in reality. So with that being said, you do things that you won't normally do wherever you're at. Cenat, AMP, and all of them. I remember, it's crazy. I'm 33. And it's crazy that some of these people that say they've been on YouTube since they was a child. Cenat, what, 23, 24? I was 10 when he was born. When YouTube didn't even exist. So in a lot of our generation, people in their 30s and stuff, we had to be outside, right? And even Dude Dennis said in an interview that nobody was paying attention to his smile until he got his grill. Well, of course they're gonna pay attention to your smile. You got a grill in your mouth and you're just showing it off. Diamonds are shine to reflect. Okay, you got money. So what? How did you get it? From YouTube. Other people watching you, leaving comments, likes, people that disagree with your content, people that agree with you. And then look what happens. This is what happened, guys, when you sell out. Whether you want to sell out, sell your soul, whether you want to join, that's what happens. Y'all blaming managers and trying to, no, all of y'all. What's happening is happening the way how it's supposed to happen. The niggas is getting locked up for acting like niggas because at the end of the day, that's what you're looked at as a nigga, right? You got the big mansion that you do the streams in, riding motorcycles in the streams, flamethrowers in the streams. You got the big KC chain, yeah, we all know it's all good. You're probably not even going to be able to see half of the videos that people are going to just keep responding to because at the end of the day, it's a big topic. But what happened? Even the news reporters was like, well, I don't really know, like Twitch is not a big deal. Well, during the live stream it wasn't. Why would you say in the stream, at this point on, y'all, it's every man for themselves, it's a war out there? What war? You told everybody to come out, and then you're just acting as if like you're just popping out to it as the old AM and crew, and yeah, guys. Where was all the drillers at? Where was Didi Osama? Where was Shah G's? Probably catching the seizure on stage. Where was everybody else at? Where was this is New York, what it look like, tell a nigga good morning? How y'all let a riot go on your city? What happened? What happened? You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Not everybody is moving how they say they moving. Not everybody, listen. You can't beat the government, right? Because Here's the thing. What goes on? Here's what goes on. That wasn't random. Okay, it wasn't random. And the thing is, once you realize that it wasn't random, you could get past all of the BS and get to the real meat of the situation. You could get to the real meat of the situation. Who's going to jail? Cenat, Duke Dennis, and all them dudes from AMP that promised the free PS5s and PCs and all of that? Or is it the young men and women that came as a result of the giveaway that end up in the system? So what's happened was meant to happen. And ain't no grown man sitting down watching Cenat. It's children, impressionable children that can't work, that would rather, and I mean, who wouldn't want to win a PS5? I get you. Some of y'all wasn't even alive when PlayStation came out, let alone a PS5. PS5. Talk to us when you remember PlayStation 2. Some of y'all may do. Some of y'all may look at it as like an antique. But I'm talking about when it first came out. You was still swimming around in a nutsack. Chill out. Stop acting ignorant and arrogant for free shit. Yes. And I'm gonna mark this video as made for children too. Because some of y'all children acting so wild. And again, I'm not your father and I'm not your mother. But at the same time, it takes a village. If it takes a village, then I guess that's what's being written out, the village aspect. So what happens is ignorance is bliss. And then you just end up being a part of the flock, a part of the sheep. And then what happens is you just walk off the cliff. So please stop acting ignorant. Stop acting arrogant. It's not easy to get plugged out. It's not. But as Morpheus said to Neo, you could take the blue pill and continue living in Wonderland. Or you could take the red pill and I could show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. But just keep in mind, the red pill and the blue pill, they're both pills. And sometimes pills are hard to swallow.